So, last time we left off, we just got to this guy and we needed to do something for him. I don't quite remember, but I'm gonna be honest here. I tried to record a couple days ago when I was just incredibly tired, and I was like just falling asleep while playing, and that was not a good thing to do. And I ended up doing one mission from this guy and like collecting corpses or something. It's very, very foggy what I did, and I'm too scared to watch the video that I recorded. So hopefully it doesn't take away from the video at all, but that's what happened, and I want to be honest with you guys about that. Isambard aims to turn his investigation to the common folk. What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybone and grew in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. So is it over here somewhere? No. Where is it? Over this way. Ah, okay. Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Uldar. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? Ah, so he's that bastard. Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours, Isambard. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before. What with all the disappearances, you can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. So we gotta go talk to the people. A hungry beggar. Can I give you food? Please, sir, just leave me be. Oh yeah, I can't help him out? Give him some food? Okay. Well, I wanted to help him out. Devious derelict. I thought he was a child. I've nothing to say but this. Thou'll take who or whatever's been feeding off us low folk. So you don't know anything. Petrified Pauper. This guy's scared. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Well, that was no help at all. Big Ungust, you have some explaining to do. Just as I told you, wasn't it? A whole lot of them are terrified. There's been a lot of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. And now he leaves? What am I supposed to do now? Like, this has been a useless set of events. Welcome back, Ira. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know of something of use. Let's see. Isambard, a proper burial. Isambard would like you to learn what you can from the clergy. So we're going to be infiltrating in some religious stuff. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than at the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Adama Landama, okay. It is a small and a humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust no more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquez. He tends the graves of the Lich Yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Alright, okay, so I have a bit of a ways of travel to go, so let's get started in getting over there. There's Marquez. I am Marquez, yes. A body. Of course, there have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Take the path. Hold on. Let me zoom out. Why can't I zoom out? Oh, there's a grave right behind me. What do you know? Is the path this way? It is. Kind of blends in with the rocks around it in the darkness, but here's the gravesite. I do not want to click on my airship. Oh, that's oh, it can't be discarded. Use. There we go. Lay the embalmed corpse at the gravesite. Okay, cool. Okay, now I have to report back to Marquez. Marquez, you blend in with the shadow surprisingly well. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orsen can. She has been kind to me. Everyone. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Orsen within the church walls. Let's see. There she is. I hear you have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when next you see him. You seek knowledge of missing drybone inhabitants. It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marquez would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man named Thancred, I believe, took offense at this conduct. I must have words with Marquez, and soon. So Thancred don't like him. So, again, nothing important learned. Oh, is that a rat? No, that's not a rat, that's a bottle. I can't interact with it. Okay. Well, I guess, let's make our way back to Isambard. Oh, cutscene! Cool. Thank you, Ira. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Ira? Ah, Thancred. A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungust, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance. Abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good Sister Orsen herself? Orsen? She wouldn't! She couldn't! Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marquez, I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. Nah, I'm just gonna take the elegant gold. Huh, so Thancred is making some wild accusations here. Isambard is concerned about the questions surrounding Sister Orsen's integrity. Sister Orsen, it cannot be. Though she is, want to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own. It is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she. Could it? I grow wary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Ira, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Arsène's activities. Where is said boy? Oh, the Golden Bazaar. Okay. So I got another ways to go. Please help! Sister Arsène went all on her own and hasn't come back! She always reads to me right here and about Thal and the Order, and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Okay, kid. Oh boy, there's something happening at that tree over there, and I'm not sure how much I like it. There's Sister Arsène. Oh boy. Rotting pikemen, so there's zombies? No, that's easy enough. Are there more? No? Okay. Help her up. You are the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child. Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. No, we have to talk to you. Where do I have to go? Oh, I have to go back to Camp Drybone already? Come on. I don't want to keep walking back and forth. There's so much ground to cover. Let's go talk to Isambard. Sister Arsène was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend, I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans, and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. See, Isambard seems to have a message for you from Thancred. I'm well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Arsène. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now on the matter at hand, Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Yeah, me too. It's getting exhausting just doing little fetch quests for you while I, waiting for the game to actually decide when it's a good time to drop some information. There he is. There's Thancred. Ah, there you are, Ira. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good Sister Arsène. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about her, the poor Rose, were misplaced. But false as they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. While following Sister Arsène near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Ira. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Sending me in to do your dirty work, huh? Fuck, alright. Well, if this is how it goes... then this is how it goes. Oh shit, this guy's pretty squishy. For someone so big. Just melting away that HP right there. Alright. Where'd it go? There it is. A queer leaflet. Let's see what this queer leaflet is. A strange slip of parchment found at the Amalja encampment in eastern Thanlin. Okay. And it's raining now. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? This leaflet? See the wealth of Nald to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. This lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? These bits about Nald Thal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Allison makes of it. Now I have to walk all the way back. Whoop. Taking 210 damage. Somewhere in here? Maybe? Where is she? She's somewhere nearby. There she is. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor of this day? What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order to deceive the people? That is strange. Alright, Thancred, what do you think of this? The plot thickens, Ira. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There's no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Eisenbart what we have learned here. Alright. Still, I want to go back to motherfucking Gridania. Let me go back to Gridania. Posing as a priest, to think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Ira. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them, but unless we can identify the culprit, and soon more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Ira and me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These serve very well. You'll have my thanks. Listen, Ira. So as to lay the foundation of our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Eisenbart has lent us and beg for work around camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. So we gotta act poor. Alright. So we gotta put on some clothing here. Swain hilt. I preach the teachings of Azema, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azema is the keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. There's one. Oh, there's another one right there. Nerl, the flame captain? You are? Another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Begone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Bitch. Is there another one out here? There's another one down here somewhere. Maybe in the hotel? Adelstan? Now I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say. Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Bitch. Oh, there's someone up there. Great. I gotta find a way up there now. Oh, and there's another person right here. What do you know? Greetings, good sir. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. Nice. Being pushed away from my clothing. Right here. What is it? Gods, not again! Rook, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? So it looks like there's a place where they gather. You have quite the knack for being a nuisance, Ira. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressors, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Fine. A fine morning for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? It's raining, Thancred, and we're wearing peasant clothes. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be much better in just full armor. You look absolutely smashing, Ira. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh boy, there they are. Oh, you poor, unfortunate souls. Let me start over. Oh, you poor, unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Nald, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teaching of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On accounts of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful mummer, Ungust. What? How did you know? You bastards tricked me! But please don't hurt me, I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I am a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amaljar raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I want to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amaljar in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amaljar. I didn't have a choice. Man, this guy's despicable. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence. You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak! Was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not even see a fraction of what the Amalja pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets. Words failed to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Not you again! Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flame's patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. Yeah, you better fucking kneel. Ira, be a good man and take word of these developments to Menphilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Can I take my... I'm gonna take these things off. I like my gear. There we go. I feel much better.